Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning into the Benched In podcast. Today we have Kelly Dalton, the Director of Operations. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself and what she does here at Benchmark. Check it out. All right, so now we are ready to get benched in. I'm John Fletcher. We have Mike Blazik, my predecessor, former host of the podcast.
I'll stick around for a little bit, make sure you just keep you on the rails.
Yes, exactly. And today our special guest is Kelly Dalton, the Director of Operations here at Benchmark Tool and Supply. Kelly, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. We're so happy that you could find time in your very, very busy schedule for us. You are definitely one of the busiest people I know. It's almost impossible to figure out which of your 2 or 3 cell phones to call you on at any given time.
I did get rid of those. I just have one now.
Just one?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Or which of the 5 stores you'll be in.
Yeah.
That's true. Yes, we are filming this at our Raleigh location. Kelly, you're normally based in Concord.
Yep.
So thank you for doing the extra 2.5 hours to get all the way down here for us.
Absolutely.
Just to talk to us.
Yeah.
Anytime.
So we have a couple get to know you questions to start off, and Mike usually leads those.
I do. I will do that for old time's sake.
Yeah.
I'm happy to jump in here.
I didn't want to step on any toes and ask you, what's your favorite, breakfast sandwich is, anything like that without Mike giving me permission.
Well, here's this one. So I got a good starter question. This is going to kind of lead into some of the conversation about Kelly's past life. So we'll go with, Kelly, what is your favorite classic car?
It is a 1970 Nova SS.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
John?
Well, I like the really, really old school Willis Jeep Wrangler.
Okay.
I really like it. I like it to look like it was like straight off of Band of Brothers. Like,
okay.
No lid, no hood. Just like, I think it would run off like turpentine if you put it in the tank. Like,
probably.
It's just fine no matter what.
Kelly, cats or dogs?
Dogs.
All day.
All day.
Dogs. No, Kelly is correct.
there is a right or wrong answer to that.
Yeah.
You
Big
got the
dogs.
Big dogs. Oh, no little foo-foo
No
dogs?
ankle biters.
Yeah.
They're always the meanest.
They
dogs.
are.
Yeah.
Big dogs are the nicest.
Yeah.
The mean ones, little ones are the mean ones. So let's see. We'll do the last question. Kelly, if you were able to vacation anywhere, all expenses paid, where would you go?
Oh, my goodness.
I know.
I don't even know. On a cruise ship anywhere because I don't have internet.
Oh, wow. Unlimited drinks. You don't got to worry about driving anywhere.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
John, what about you?
Oh, come on. Disney World.
I should have known that.
Why
That's
would you
obvious.
go anywhere else? I was actually surprised to hear people vacation other places than that.
I mean, you just went for a run there, like
Yeah.
a crazy person.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm going to go to Disney. I'm going to run a marathon. That sounds fun.
Yeah, you have to. That way you can really experience the whole thing. It's like you don't want to go to Italy. You don't want to go to China, Morocco. They're all in Epcot. You can do that today, in the same day.
John's side job is a Disney sales rep.
Yeah. Welcome to the Disden podcast. But anyway, all right. So we're ready to get benched in for some hard-hitting journalism. That's what our audience has come here for.
True.
So, first question. Kelly, when did you join Benchmark?
It was May of 2008.
I remember it like it was yesterday. So, May 2008. It's the beginning of the year, a new season, springtime for Kelly and her new career at Benchmark. You start in our Concord location.
I did.
Correct? So at this time, Benchmark only had 2 locations at all.
Mm-hmm.
And you started at the position of
Office manager.
office manager. Great.
And Concord was brand new at that time, right?
We were fairly new. I think we had been open maybe 6 months, roughly.
When you started at this place, did you start with the attitude of like, wow, I'm really going to take hold of the reins here and I'm going to move in to a position where I'm taking control of now 5 branches and director of operations of the whole kit and caboodle? Or?
No, I knew I would have a career. At least I felt like I did.
Mm-hmm.
With my previous job, during that transition period, my dad was like, don't just take any job. Make sure, you truly find a good career. And
Perfect.
When I met with JJ, I really thought that this would be it.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a throwback name, JJ.
It is. It is.
So, I got sorry, I'm going to jump in. What was your job
please.
before Benchmark?
I worked at a classic car consignment dealership. I was hired on as an office manager, but I ended up handling sales and website management. And it was a cool position. I met a lot of cool people and celebrities. I know Alan Jackson had come in one time when he was on tour. Yeah.
The painter?
He come in to look at a 69 Camaro, which he didn't end up getting, but, it was cool to meet him.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
And a lot of NASCAR drivers came in because we were right in Charlotte. But it was fun. I love the clientele. It was really cool.
That's awesome. In addition to seeing all the cool celebrities and comings and goings of being in Charlotte, what is the coolest car that you ever sold?
It was to a butcher in South America, and he had his heart set on a 1970 Chevelle SS 396.
Wow.
It was turquoise metallic, black interior, black vinyl top.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a pretty sweet ride.
Yeah.
Racing stripes.
So, and he came in ready to go.
I sold it over the phone.
Wow.
He
Oh my
never saw it.
Yeah.
But he loved it. He was in love once he got it.
Wow.
How could you not be? Oh, my gosh.
That's amazing. So you transition from sales/office manager in your classic car position, and you come over to office manager in Benchmark. And now you're here at the director of operations position. So what did the growth progress look like for you?
It was kind of, it's wild. Within a couple of months of starting with Benchmark, I got a really good relationship with Chuck. Mm-hmm. And I guess it all started with him mentioning a new website. At that time, we only had a static one-pager, not too thrilled. And so I was like, you know what? This is going to tell my age, I used to build HTML websites back in the day for fun for small businesses. And I was like, I'll take it on. We got it. We'll do it. So about mid-2009, it launched. And within a month, we had our first order. And even today, that is a strong revenue stream for us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it took a month. That's actually not bad.
No, it was just a hard hat. But it was exciting.
You kept somebody safe that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who knows? It could have saved a life.
It could have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not only there working hard, getting the customers what they need, but you're kind of like the cops or the firemen or the first responders. People need hard hats.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And they need them at an affordable price, and they need it shipped efficiently and effectively.
There you go.
Yeah.
Warehouse manager.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's interesting because when I started here, I can't even imagine the website not being such, a huge part of our business, because that was where I initially focused all my efforts onto, was the website fulfillment, ordering, drop shipping, things like that. It was just so much of our business that it was taking me the entirety of my day, all of my focus on just that website. So it's just amazing to think of it like, wow, I can't believe that somebody just started it off one day, It's
a tremendous part of our business.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. So from the website, then you move on to, I guess we start to expand physical locations, which is almost, I guess, kind of two different directions that we're going at the same time, so that's pretty rapid growth all around. What was the first place that we expanded to outside of Raleigh and Concord?
Chesapeake.
Chesapeake?
Yep.
Okay. And how did that go?
It went well. It was an easy move. There was a lot of growth in that area at the time. And everything went well. It was a struggle to find out with what I do now how to operate multiple locations, to get everybody seamless, to make sure that processes are followed, so that was a big chunk of the time, trying to just iron it out, which I had a good bit of knowledge just between Concord and Raleigh. When I started, there was nobody else in the office for a couple of months, and so I would pick up the phone. I'd have to be like, what does this look like? What color is it? What am I looking for? What does it do? Can you please help me? Somebody help me.
Yeah.
So
then we have Concord, and then after that we go to Ashland?
Chesapeake.
Is that right? Or no, Concord, Chesapeake, and then
Ashland.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And now we have Roanoke. So 5 branches under yourself, and we just recently expanded our Ashland branch to a brand new location.
We did.
Which is very exciting.
It's very fancy.
Oh yeah. So what's the benefit of moving to the new Ashland store?
The location is supreme. It is right on the service road of 95, so you can actually see us from 95. It is an open floor plan. The showroom is much larger, and we're going to be able to tailor to our customers a lot easier. Yeah. The old location was kind of broken up. The warehouse was separate from the showroom, and it was kind of dated, and now it's all fresh and new and pretty.
So I want to go back for a second. I mean, I know we talked about you came in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was right when the economy was kind of not doing so hot.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that like coming into a company and I mean, a new job, a new industry when the economy is tanking? How was the day-to-day of kind of making sure y'all kept busy?
It was tough. I guess the downturn really started to affect us toward the end of 2008. And it was tough. At that time, Andy Hicklin had been hired on with me, so we were both in the office. And I remember there were days where we were like, are we going to make it? I mean, seriously, we were the lone soldiers. So I was like,
is today the day kind of thing?
Yes. I mean, and Andy will tell the same story. We were legit about it. But we made it. We kept our customers number one and kept fighting through the storm. But the sad part, the reality of it is a lot of our good customers actually ended up going out of business. And so that was the toughest part. Those new relationships that we had just developed, were just, that was a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Especially, I mean, at that point, they've almost become friends. They're not just customers.
Yes, yeah. Absolutely. It was tough to see it.
Yeah, that's really difficult to see. And then obviously there are echoes of that coming in now with the pandemic and inventory shortages caused by that. Do you think there are any similarities between the economic downturn of 2008 and currently what we're facing with COVID pandemic and things like that?
There's a few. I guess, we could still get inventory at that time. It's just the buying had stopped. Yeah. So that's where we were struggling, trying to get a new technology in an environment that didn't want to expand. And so, we fought through it. And now with the pandemic, it's a whole new set of issues. And, we have to keep constant contact with our vendors. We have added on multiple additional vendors. For one product now I may have 4 vendors versus maybe I only had maybe 1 or 2 prior.
Sure.
And just diversification of our items, to keep stuff on the shelf for our customers. That's the number one. So we do whatever we can at this point to try to fill the void.
Yeah. Do you think there are any positives that are coming from that? Like maybe we're discovering new vendors with new products, or maybe just overall diversification of the products that we carry, because the scarcity did kind of force our hand a little bit?
I think it did force our hand, and I think we do have quite a few positives to come out of this.
That's good.
Before we didn't search as hard as we do now for products, and we did. We've come up with a lot of new vendors, and some people I know from years past, just through the grapevine, but it's definitely changed things, and I think we're more aware of the inventory we have on hand at all times.
Obviously through a lot of ups and downs. Do you have anything you'd like to say to the customers right now as far as how we're going to get through this, how we're managing right now through whatever is going on, through the supply chain, through whatever kind of struggles that our businesses may face now or in the future?
We are absolutely doing our very best to get everything we can get product-wise for our customers, and we are still going to be here tomorrow to be your trusted advisors and with our service and support to help you, with anything you need. And a matter of fact, we have Pocket 3D classes running through the end of the month on Fridays. If you need a little more advanced training, we've got you covered.
Yep, register on the website. Not a cheap, totally shameless plug.
Yep. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting us get a little bit of insight into your busy day and what everything it entails, being here through everything. I mean, there are a lot of people that spin a lot of plates, but you spin the most plates than anyone. Even that one time I saw a guy at a basketball game spinning a lot of plates at once. You spin more plates than him.
I don't know about that.
But thank you so much for being here, Mike. Thank you for helping me get through this.
Good job, man.
For myself, for Kelly, for Mike, you've just been benched in.